Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. Today we are going to be discussing a new service from Church Windows called Project Helper. Project Helper is a new service that's designed to handle one project at a time. Maybe it's something that you haven't had enough free time to get to and you just need to get it done, and you would like someone from Church Windows, one of our technicians here, to handle that project for you. Some examples of different projects Project Helper can help you with would be cleaning up duplicate entries in membership, or developing a system for processing online donations and handling the associated fees over in accounting. Another project idea could be streamlining or cleaning up your chart of accounts over in the accounting module. Today, Pam Henderson is joining us. She is the Project Helper coordinator. And for today's event, we are going to do some Q&A back and forth to learn a little bit more about the Project Helper service. As you can see on your screen, you're looking at the Church Windows website, and I want to direct you to where on our website you can go to gather some more information about Project Helper. So at churchwindows.com, if you go under supporting, go down to training and resources, and then right here it says Church Windows Helper Service. After you click on that, it's going to take you to a page where it talks about Project Helper and Payroll Helper. So I'm going to scroll down here and click on the button that says Learn More About Project Helper. So I don't have any specific slides for you today in the presentation, and we're actually not going to be going into the Church Windows program itself. We're just going to stay here on our website. There's a lot of good information here for you. This is a great tool to share to a committee or someone else at the church to discuss if Project Helper service is something that would be beneficial to your church organization. So Pam, what does Project Helper service specifically do for our customers?
Well, Project Helper is a way for you to handle a specific project. What we can do is we can go in and we can train you, we can work with you and train you on a specific area, or we can do the project for you. An example is perhaps your membership donations program has a bunch of duplicates, and in these duplicates, you have issues with reporting or labels or just getting your donation statements out. So if you go in and we help you clean up these duplicates, then obviously that'll clean up your reports and your statements. So our training will work with you to identify the duplicates, combine the records, move the donations to that active record so that one donation statement would be generated. Now we can start with just an hour of training to show you how to do some cleanup, and then at that point you could decide whether or not you want to go further with more training, or what we could do is we could go in and fix it, go in and take care of it for you. Perhaps your time is better used in other places, and this is one of those projects that our staff could do for you. You may decide from the start that this project is something you just don't have time to do and you want us to do it. We can do that also. We'll just jump in and complete the entire task.
Right, so it sounds like Project Helper would be a huge benefit to the church, either one of two ways: by getting training from a support tech here or a technician here at Church Windows, or sending in the data and having us complete the project for you. So let's talk about the specific modules and what different things could be most beneficial based on the module. So let's start with membership. What are some examples of ways that Project Helper could help you in the membership module?
So in membership, you have your fields. Say your church has specific needs for those fields. What we can do is we can go in and clean up. We can take care of getting rid of those fields that you all know that you no longer use, or we go in and we set up new fields. Then what we do is we can create the criteria you need to generate the reports and make sure those reports are formatted as such to include those new fields. So perhaps these are reports that need to be run monthly. We have it all set up and saved for you that it's just a few clicks You'll have those reports each month. The other thing is we can run when you run labels. So say you're running newsletter labels, and on those newsletter labels you have duplicates. You have folks who perhaps haven't been around for a while, and you would save some money by going in and doing some cleanup of your records, because those are some duplicates that just need taken care of, or these are folks that we need to run some attendance reports to find out, well, they're not around any longer and maybe they need to be marked as inactive. The other idea, Rachel, is our pictorial directory. That's something that we could go in and we could help you with. We could have you take the pictures either on your phone or your tablet or camera or whatever you're using, and we could get those pictures uploaded for you. And then we create a pictorial directory. Perhaps the first page just shows pictures and names, and then the last part of the directory shows the names and the addresses. These are all things that could save the church money, because we could have that we could help you have that done in-house.
Great. Photo directory, that's a huge cost savings if you're able to generate it through the Church Windows membership software. And then if you have the photos on a flash drive, or you can send them to us at Church Windows for Project Helper, we could take those pictures and match them to the corresponding families and really save you a large chunk of time doing that for you. All right, let's talk about donations. What are some ways Project Helper could help in the donations module?
Well, in donations, we can get you started with your online giving. We have partnered with Vanco, Tithely, and several other online giving organizations to get the data and have it in the format that can be totally uploaded into Church Windows. We enter the giving, then it gets transferred to accounting, the fees are handled, and all of the processing works seamlessly. But that's a setup issue, and we can help you do that.
That'd be great, yeah. So with COVID and so much that has changed this year, so many customers I talk to have moved to an online giving platform. So Project Helper could be a great service to help teach you how to import those donations, how to set up the accounting links, how to send it to accounting and account for those fees properly. That would be a great advantage for using Project Helper.
Absolutely.
Now, the end of the year is coming. If you're a pledging church, pledge cards are probably starting to come in. People might even be giving their prepaid donations for 2021. If you're anything like me, if you don't use something all the time, you forget how to do it. So this is another advantage of Project Helper. You could simply send us your pledge cards. We could enter them for you over in donations. Or, again, we can do that training option, and we can walk you through how to create a campaign, get those pledges entered, and then also how to appropriately enter a prepaid donation to credit their pledge properly.
Right, and so that will show up on both your statement this year and next year if it's a prepaid pledge, and that's something that isn't hard to do, but we could provide the training to get that set up for you.
Yeah, especially if it's something you're not doing all the time.
Absolutely.
Training would be great. All right, so last module here, let's talk about accounting. What are some benefits that people could find within using Project Helper?
Well, in Project Helper, we can go in and look at your chart of accounts. Say, for instance, you've had a financial person who goes in and just enters new accounts with each different activity the church is doing, but doesn't go in and get rid of those accounts that you haven't used in a couple of years. So we need to go in and every now and again make sure that the accounts are active and they're working for you. This cleanup we can do for you, or we can train you to do it. The other thing is, with all of the PPP loans that were offered, there's the forgiveness application that needs to be done, and we can work with you to get those reports run.
Yeah, that's great. Lot of different examples here. Now you can always contact us and let us know what projects you are interested in, and we can contact you back and let you know if that would be a good fit for Project Helper. Now, what about a completely new customer to Church Windows, or a completely new hire working within Church Windows? Could Project Helper be a benefit for them?
Oh, definitely. You know, you have a new person coming in, and it can be overwhelming. But when you have Project Helper, we can go in and work with that new person and give them a comprehensive overview of the modules, teaching them how to use them. This is something that our training would be perfect for. If you're brand new to Church Windows, where you're coming in and you need to do the setup, that can be very daunting. But what we can do is work with you and your church to figure out what fields are necessary, what are things that you need to see on reports. So getting that setup initially done and making sure that as new people are entered, that those fields are filled in, those reports will only be as good as the information that you put in. We'll help you get your chart of accounts rolling in accounting, help you with enter bills, pay bills, running reports, doing the donations entry. There's quite a few pieces, but as a new person coming in, we will work with you to get that setup complete.
All right, so what is the cost of Project Helper?
Well, Project Helper is designed to work on a specific project at a time. So what we would do for the training aspect is the training would cost $75 an hour. Now we can decide to start slow and just see where it takes us, depending on how much information you would like to go through. But we can give you as in-depth or as light of training as you'd like. The other way, if you would like us to come in and do your project for you, we would go and we did backup of your data, bring it in-house through our safe Dropbox, review your data, and then come up with a quote for you. Now there's no cost for the quote.
With Project Helper, you really have two options. You have the training option, which is going to be the $75 per hour, or you have a specific project that you want us to take care of for you. And that cost will take a quote from us. So again, like Pam said, we'll need to see your data. We'll need to talk through with you what you are wanting us to do within your data, and then we will come back to you with a quote. All right, so that leads us back to here on your screen. If we scroll down towards the bottom of the Project Helper page, there's a form you can fill out. That's no obligation. If you just want to chat with Pam and see what options are available, what project you might have in mind, come out here, fill out this form, make sure anything with the red star you do fill in. Also, if you can find your customer number, make sure you fill that in here. That's really beneficial for us to find you and track this information appropriately. But again, contact us. Right up here at the bottom what you're interested in needing help with. That way when Pam calls you back, she has an idea of what you're looking to do. And then we can chat through if Project Helper is going to be the best option for you. And then we can talk about, is it the training option you're interested in, or is it the, hey, here's my data, I would like you guys to fix this or clean up this. But it does not hurt to reach out and just chat with Pam about what you are interested in doing. Also, if you would prefer to call us, you can call the 800 number and let the people know who answer the phone that you're interested in learning more about Project Helper, and then Pam will get back to you that way. Pam, do you have any last minute things you would like to summarize before we let everybody go here?
No, the only thing I really want to make clear is Project Helper is a one-time fee, one-time project that we would be more than happy to help you with.
Great, great. All right, so if this is something that you are interested in and you think might work for your church, please reach out to us, whether it's through this form or calling the 800 number, and we will do our best at Church Windows here to support you and help you with your project. Thank you all for attending. I hope you have a wonderful day.